Welcome to The Buzz, Indiana's underground business voice. My name is Tony Scelzo, and I have Deb O'Malley here. Deb, you're with Records Pro. What is that?
Records Pro is an imaging and a destruction company, actually.
So you create images and destroy stuff.
That's about right.
Okay,
yeah.
What kind of stuff do you destroy?
All kinds of confidential information and documents, records, and files.
Okay, so like a law firm has stuff that they need to get rid of,
yeah.
or they need to make sure is safely protected. You turn that paper into digital imagery.
We can do that, and then after the fact that we do that, then we can destroy those files and kind of free them up from paying for storage,
Sure.
for one thing. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
So one of the value propositions that you bring to them is that they're not where they were paying rent or office space to house some of this stuff. You can help them create a system to A, back it up digitally, or B, get it destroyed so it's protected all their clients.
Or both, absolutely.
Now, what kind of people use this product and service?
The most companies would be actually like the medical facilities,
Yeah.
hospitals,
yeah.
law offices, and of course I say medical because of HIPAA that's been passed a few years
Now,
ago.
we keep hearing that buzzword. What does HIPAA really mean?
HIPAA is just a guidelines for the medical facilities or offices, hospitals, that they have to actually
protect that information? Sure.
their confidential information, their client information, their patient information.
Okay.
And same with the attorneys. It's not really HIPAA, but there is so much client information there that they need to protect.
And Deb, you're not the only player in this space. So what makes you different from some of the other companies that are out there?
Well, the other companies, there are actually a lot of the national companies out there.
Okay, the big guys.
The big guys,
Sure.
the big boys.
Okay.
So actually, being a locally owned and operated company, sometimes you get better service. You get right to your contact person.
Sure.
And I don't have the overhead that the national companies have, so
I
save you a little bit of money.
Okay, so you guys tend to position yourself as being cost effective.
Absolutely.
We don't like saying cheap, right?
Nope.
And then you're an Indiana-based company. So if you have to use your product or service, you're here local.
Absolutely.
Law firms, title companies, real estate is huge, right?
Those are very important companies.
Medical field.
Target.
Okay.
Very important.
Now, who makes the buying decision for your kind of company?
Who makes the buying decision?
Who do you sell to? Yes. Is it like the CEO? Is it the
I try to
office
target
manager?
more of the CEO.
Okay.
Because a lot of times they're more aware of, and actually they can make the decision.
Sure. And this probably comes down to a P&L decision. They're going to look at a solution that they've had before, and your solution saves some bottom line, or God forbid, saves them some space in their facility.
Absolutely.
And they make a bottom line decision. Is that fair?
Right. That's very fair to say. They usually have been in-house shredding, which cost-effective. They're actually paying an employee to shred. You can only shred so much at a time. It's dusty. It breaks down. There's so many things that with a system or it's
basically
service.
Outsource or insource, and you're an outsourced solution, right?
Yep, exactly.
Now, in the Rainmaker culture, we always talk about building strategic relationships with other players that call on your target. Have you thought about the other people that are calling on the type of businesses that you call on?
Yeah, actually, one that came to mind just recently was moving companies.
Great idea, yeah.
Moving companies. They're always moving people, and they always have stuff that's in their attic or boxes of old stuff they just don't want to throw away. They're too scared to do that. They're not sure what to do with it.
Sure. So someone that's actually a really strategic advisor that is a commercial mover could say, hey, you know what, we could move all that stuff, and we'd like to take, but we want to think in your best interest, and we'd like to get your next move. So why don't you think about shredding some of that or getting it backed up on digitally and having that as another solution. Is that fair?
Oh, absolutely.
How about commercial realtors then? Is that, they would be dealing at that move too. They might be a good strategic connection for you too.
They are, but I haven't actually got them real excited about it yet.
Sure.
They've been doing one thing and they like what they've been doing. It's not broke. You know how that goes sometimes.
Sure. How about management consulting companies? The other guys that are looking at how to improve process, how to improve the way the the business flows through a company. Management improvement companies might be a good strategic partner for you.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
That's a very fair statement to say. I would absolutely love to maybe partner with some of them too.
Okay, so HR consultants, management process consultants, moving companies would be good strategic resources for you. Now, you've got 1,300 members here. Is there anything you'd like to tell them? How's your experience been so far?
Actually, and I'm brand new,
Yeah.
so probably less than a month old. But I have to tell you, I probably have had about 5 one-on-ones so far,
Awesome.
and they've been real positive.
Cool.
So, and as a matter of fact, I've had a couple of closed sales out of those. So it's awesome. It's awesome, unbelievable, because I really didn't think that this would
work this well.
Well,
one of the things that we teach our members is that 80% of the business that you're going to get in your lifetime is going to come from a second-degree relationship, which means a first-degree relationship is defined that you and I have a social relationship when we can go to dinner or go get a drink together and not feel uncomfortable if it just randomly happened. So what we try to do is help you build that circle of people that you have first-degree relationships with, and if it makes strategic sense, it can really dramatically grow your business.
I'm so impressed.
Super. We love having you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Deb.
you.
We appreciate the plug.
Hey,
have a great
nice
day.
Meet you.
You've been on The Buzz.